Today I'm going to be comparing these two vertical fishing rod mounts. The one here in my right hand, this is the Plusinno, and then this one is going to be made by KastKing. Now both of them are very similar, and I actually like the way that the Plusinno holds your fishing rods better. However, there's one main issue with the Plusinno that KastKing actually fixes, and that is the length. So the Plusinno is actually going to be right around 16 inches long. And you would think with it being 16 inches long, they would make mounts or brackets on each side so you can mount it into your studs that are going to be 16 inches on center, right? No, they do not. So you've got about 14.5 inches where these top screws are out on the Plusinno. The KastKing, however, is specifically designed to be exactly 16 inches between that mounting screw hole and that mounting screw hole, so you can make sure to get it into studs. KastKing actually thought about, hey, people have to mount this into the wall, whereas the Plusinno, it just seems like an afterthought. Now, both these are going to come with drywall mounts, but personally, when I'm going to be securing my fishing rods, I want to make sure that they're not going to fall off the wall, and so I want to make sure I'm into studs. And so for Plusinno, it's 16 inches long. So for them not to just take a moment and put like a little bracket on this corner and a little bracket on that corner so you can easily screw it into the studs just really doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Whereas KastKing thought about it and actually made these spots that are going to be 16 inches apart. Now, in regards to actual use, I prefer the way the Plusinno holds the fishing rods. And let me kind of show you why here. I've got a fishing rod here, and let me show you how the Plusinno works. So this is like spring loaded almost. So you're going to kind of put that up. You put your rod in, and then that's going to easily hold it right into place. And it's going to make sure that it's not going to move. It's not going to slide up and down or anything like that. And I love that on the Plusinno. Now let me show you how it works on the KastKing. Whereas on this KastKing, you're going to put your rod into here. Let's say I put it into there, and then it's probably going to slide down, especially over time. Now it might stay in place for a little while, but this is just like rubber grips. So these are going to degrade over time, just a part of life. And so with that, it's going to come with it moving down. And if you don't squish it really, really hard in there, let's say I just put it in with a little bit of pressure, as it's wobbling back and forth, it's eventually going to work its way down and work its way out of this. So I wish there was a more secure way that KastKing secured the poles. Maybe there was a different way that it was like a clip almost that clipped them into place or something like that. And I wish they designed that a little bit differently. I love the KastKing that they thought about the mounting process, but I feel like the way that they're holding the rods and reels into their rod and reel combo or whatever into place is just a little bit lacking in design. The way Plusinno's is better, but because of the way KastKing actually have the mounting so you can actually mount it into the studs, I would prefer the KastKing just because of that over the Plusinno. If I could combine the two, it would be great. I love the way the Plusinno holds the rod and reels in. I love the way that KastKing went ahead and made sure it was long enough to go into the studs.